In a video, this person said,
I have made it to Scotland.
Which led to this common thread, it's Scotland, not Scatland. Now, it's important to note that if you're talking about people's pronunciation and using English spelling to try and discuss it in online comments, it doesn't do a very good job because English spelling is not phonemic. So when you write this out, I don't know how you're thinking this is pronounced in your head, because to me, and probably to the guy in the video, as Americans, we read this as Scatland, which is not at all what he said.
Scotland.
Scatland. Not the same. And when we read this, we pronounce it as Scotland. That's a normal North American pronunciation. Now, his first vowel is very open, Scotland. And maybe that open vowel is the way you would read this word in your accent. But remember, it's an accent. And because we have different accents, we read these words in different ways, especially because English writing is not phonemic. But of course, someone says it's not an accent, it's a mispronunciation. No one has an accent which replaces an A with an O. That's literally the definition of mispronunciation. Now, you'd be right that that's the definition of mispronunciation if it's a definition you made up that no linguist on earth uses. Scottish English and North American English have very different vowels. And again, because English writing is not phonemic, which A and which O are you talking about? Is it like the O from nothing, move, woman, women, once, kernel, log, roll, or connect? Or is it some other that you have in your accent that I don't have in mind? What about the A? Is it the A from apple, ask, any, also, avoid, apron, area, wash, orange, or chakra? Now, someone else asked, do you genuinely think you pronounce every place name exactly the same way as the people from there? And they said, if it's pronounced a certain way in America, I make a point to pronounce it like that. Scotland is a country, not a place. So there's no place on earth named Scotland? That seems a little illogical, don't you think? Countries are places. Even then, let's just go off the name of the country. You do not say America or the whole United States of America the way I do you? You say a whole sentence in a Scottish accent, but when you say USA, suddenly you say United States of America, exactly like me. And there's a whole bunch of different Americans who pronounce the name of this country differently. So which one are you pronouncing it like? And are you saying everyone in Scotland speaks the same way and there's only one accent when it comes to the name of the country? We can also consider the derogatory term Scatland, especially with the history between England and Scotland, and I totally get it. I am totally on Scotland's side. But again, I don't know how you're pronouncing that in your mind when you write that out, because I'm reading this as Scatland, which is not what he said. And yes, people pronounce place names and country names, even if they're not places, they pronounce them in their own accent. Accent is just pronunciation. If we all pronounce those things exactly the same way, we wouldn't have different accents. The very fact that we pronounce these vowels differently is what defines accents. This isn't to say mispronunciations can't exist. Now, if I were to read this and say Shootland, nobody says that, right? That's a mispronunciation. But the way he says Scotland is part of his accent. And that's just that.